Bob Harrigan back with us tonight, and Bob, very little to complain about out there on a day like today.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. Pretty warm, though. Some people complain always about the heat. Upper 80s to near 90 degrees, and lack of rain to cool us down in the evening hours. That's one thing that people aren't too happy about. We get that rain cool there from Central Florida. You know, you mentioned the lightning victim earlier. We have not gotten into our pattern yet, and that's a very dangerous situation. In fact, your life's more in danger from lightning than it is hurricanes each and every year during the summer months, so keep that in mind, too. Not that hurricanes are not dangerous, obviously, but lightning is. So here's what's going on, though. We have Casey Key webcam showing great beach weather out there today. Beautiful for the weekend, too, wasn't it? It was spectacular, and it looks like we'll see the same kind of condition tomorrow. So if you extend the weekend today and have it tomorrow, it looks to be nice. You saw some clouds rolling in there late. Those clouds are very impressive with the photos sent in and the people snapping the photos. Get a look at these spectacular shots. This one, Siesta Key. There was one lone shower and storm that rolled off the coast of Inglewood, then moved off to the northwest and left behind some debris clouds. This from James Laurie. I believe this was from around Inglewood. And then again, here's one from Siesta Key. Paul Taylor getting this one. A gorgeous shot there. And Hart's Landing. James White also sending that in just before sunset with a shower off in the distance. We could see similar conditions again tomorrow. One or two lone showers will make their way from the outflow boundaries from the storms inland, pushing off toward the west during the late afternoon and evening. Could kick off one or two showers, but that high pressure ridge is keeping things pretty quiet around town in terms of wind speed. It's very light out there. There's still an upper level trough that continues to hang out over the Gulf of Mexico, and with that in place, it looks as though we're going to stay in this pattern where we don't see a lot of action going along the coast, but inland storms will be a real good bet. Although that rain chance is not all that high, we will see some storms around. Get a look. There's one lone shower just to the southeast of Ruskin, and once in a while you get a little pop-up shower in the morning in this kind of situation as well in the Gulf of Mexico, and gets close to the coast just as the sun rises, and then mainly inland storms in the afternoon, pushing off toward the east. Now, as I said, there'll be some residual showers that could eventually make their way back off into the Gulf and throughout the evening hours on Tuesday, but we'll start off the similar conditions on, on Wednesday. And on Thursday, things stay pretty much similar. So there's not a lot of big change going on in our weather right now for the next couple of days. By the weekend, I think we'll get a little bit more moisture coming into play and a little bit better chance for some showers and storms to be scattered about, but still not the typical afternoon and evening thunderstorm variety that we would expect. Tropical satellite, well, we have something brewing down here, and the GFS, they had the system developing last week, is kind of backed off on that. This is Bud. We'll talk more about Bud here in a minute. This system has only a 20% chance of developing because it's going to be tracking off to the west-northwest due to that high pressure ridge off of Florida here. It's going to drive it to the west-northwest right over the Yucatan Peninsula, so it won't have much chance of developing over the next 2 days, but the next 5 days, a 20% chance once it gets into the southwest Gulf of Mexico. Look at this impressive storm. This is a Category 3 storm. At one point, it had winds up to 130 miles an hour, now at 125. It is weakening somewhat. This is Bud, and it looks like it's not going to have any impact on any land, but Aletta was also a Category 3 hurricane in the Pacific. 77 right now, southeast winds at 7, the pressure at 30.03, that's high, and we're below rainfall for the month at 35/100ths of an inch below the rainfall amount. 88 the high today, right at the average. The low is pretty close to it too at 73, and as far as tomorrow's forecast goes, you can see similar conditions expected. A slight chance for a morning coastal shower, mainly inland storms late in the day. The rain chance very small at this point. Nationally, there's quite a bit of activity over the southeast United States where usually there isn't. So the trough in the jet stream is really kind of disrupting our normal flow as far as that goes. For boaters, tomorrow looks good. Seas will be running less than 2 feet and a light chop on the bays and inland waters. As far as the extended forecast goes, I mentioned the rain chance staying low for the next several days, only at 20%. It starts to pick up a little bit on Wednesday. High temperatures will be close to seasonal averages. That means close to 90 right on and through the next 7 days. Better chances for showers and a few thunderstorms comes on the weekend, but it doesn't appear that it's going to be any washout at this point. So we could have 3 nice weekends in a row. Adam?
All right, thank you, Bob.